Okay. After some technical difficulty, I am back and I'm joined with Carlos. If we finally got this party thing situated, I think it was on my end. I just needed a good, quick restart, which is funny because my box has been off all day, so I don't know why I would needed a restart. But Carlos, mate, how are you doing?
Yourself? Apart from the Xbox issues.
I'm better now that I don't have to talk to myself the entire stream. That sometimes gets a bit difficult. So it is still raining. I'm already there. With the holidays coming up. So Eke is 32.1, followed by Clement 32.7. We did lose out 3 cars, so it was Stig, it was Third Dinner, and it was your Robbie that we lost out. So I'm sorry I didn't catch the end of Q1. Best, figure out the situation now compared to doing it when I was in the race, because that's when everybody is interested in the race to begin with.
Yeah.
And Q3 for that matter.
Addict is 4 tenths up on this time right now, going through the middle set.
So let's jump through to Addict. Let's see how he gets on. Do have all the delta stuck up for you guys. Yeah, it was interesting. On the end of Q1, a couple of the guys went for a intermediate run to see if it worked. I'm sorry I didn't catch the end of that because I wanted to see if those guys definitely improved. Because the track didn't seem like it was.
When I took a screenshot, it was really weird. Like I saw a mix of instant bet and I thought people were having fun, but now you say that, that makes more sense.
I'm just gonna make sure. Just got view dashboard. Yeah, I need that. It always clicks off for me, but that's fine. Go right back to it. There we go.
Home straight.
Gets a little tail happy out of there.
I'm guessing most of these are running on a dry setup.
Did improve by 34.4, but still outside of that bubble of making it into Q3. So that's going to be something he's going to want to look at. Yeah, go back to that. All right, so yes, we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Lewis isn't happy at all. His car is just unstable.
With the rain.
Yeah.
I was watching Clement in Q1, and he was really battling that car. Let's look through. Everybody's pretty much out. Looks like Tiara Pepsi, brand new driver for the Racing Point, he's pretty far up there actually. 33 flat.
33 flat.
Very interesting to see. He is a brand new driver this evening. His debut race, kind of where you expect a lot of. He's on it, man. Him and Daigero was setting quick laps too in Q1 until a couple of the guys went out later in the session. McCall and Eke. Anton is right there getting out of the way, it looks like, for a Ferrari. I wonder if that was Hoonigan. It was. I know we have 2 viewers right now. I'm sure they'll pop in, but I know one of them is Phantom. I know he's probably turned it back on. He is a legend with watching the streams, watching his McLaren teammates race. Hoonigan is on a flyer. Let's see. Sphere Cookie looks like he is on a flyer as well. So we're sticking with Sphere Cookie. He's yet to set a lap in Q2.
I think Harrison's about to start a lap as well.
Don't mind me just sipping on that coffee, get my voice ready for this craziness. Yep, yeah, I knew it. One of them was Phantom.
Missed the pit entry. He actually reversed. He missed the, I think he missed, and he was on the strip. He had to reverse back to get into the pits.
Really throttled it into the pits then too. Probably didn't want me catching it on the street. Yellow sector 3. Sphere Cookie's coming around the corner. It looks like it's Hoonigan getting out of the way for Sphere Cookie.
Gonna feel you in there.
A lot of self-awareness I've noticed so far in this qualifying session. A lot of guys are getting out of the way of each other. We did have a tongue-in-cheek moment when Stig was actually on a flyer right ahead of Clement in Q1, and Stig nearly lost the car, but Clement was able to get through and still improve on his time.
So that's Sphere Cookie into 8th with a 33.2.
pits. You said Harrison was down here running
Yep,
for a fast
Harrison
lap.
is 3 tenths up on his time right now. As we go into the final sector.
The rain seems to be dissipating just a bit, but not enough that you warrant a dry set of compound.
Harrison
unless you really
go into about 6th place.
Unless you're really brave and you want to chuck on those soft compounds and go for it, but the amount of spray coming off these tires, it's just way too early for that. But I do see a dry line improving. So it goes to the 4th, actually, 32.6. Anton has retired from the session. Did he do that from track?
That's what I'm
Sector
trying
3.
to figure out.
Where's anybody in Sector 3? Pepsi's coming around. Third Dinner has joined. I did notice that Third Dinner was hanging around time trial after Q1, so it's not. Daguerre has retired from the pits.
Oh, I didn't see who it was.
Or did he crash?
A car.
Interesting. Did Daguerre crash? Rotting with Pepsi. It doesn't say that he was in the pits though when he retired. I think that cuts away though if they retire. So let's see if Sphere Cookie's probably going to pull into the pits. Let's see if Max can improve this evening.
Sean's right.
On his
Didn't realize.
33.4.
SF1 Sean's.
Oh no. So he's definitely not going to have a shot to make it into Q3, that is. Attic looks like he's really tail happy out of that first corner. So let's see if Max can get himself improve on 33.3. Get himself, he is right on that bubble to make it into Q3.
So we need a lap and go, Hooligan and Addict to get a shakedown. Ooh, got F50 Max. Skillen, right? Yeah,
Skillen is, I was calling him Max. He's going to see if he can improve on his 33.3. Threes across the board. He's going to cross the line. Actually goes 9th. So still right on that bubble as we're ending the Q2 session now. These guys on a lap are on their final lap. Let's see if Attic can get himself stuck into it. He is right down there in P14. So it'll be, maybe it's going to be one of those interesting things. Oh, McCall goes quickest. Clement right there in 2nd. It'll be, oh, Attic loses out. He's crashed.
Oh, I didn't jump
he's
on
going
board.
to back it up. Easy, easy, easy.
That's one way to get out of people's way. I respect that. I respect that.
That was a bit of skill needed for that one, and a bit of luck to make sure that nobody's... Cardinals here watching.
Oh, Goat's lost that as well. Left wing. That's Goat done.
So Goat's out on Q2 as well. I think Addict's definitely out in Q2. So we lose out Goat. Addict, is Hoonigan going to get himself stuck in? No, he doesn't. He's only managed to get himself P11. So that's it. We're going to lose out Hoonigan. Rotogoat, Sean, and Addict. Sean did really well to get himself stuck into a Q2, and he's actually out-qualified one of the, actually a couple of the GP1 drivers this evening.
Yeah. And I was just riding the board with Goat after just going to the wall. Nice.
So everybody's quietly retiring now. As soon as Addict's car pulls into the pits, we will be on to Q3. And it just happened like that. So we're going to dive into Q3 for this evening. I apologize. My head jack is going haywire if you guys hear it. So McCall right there gets P1 in Q2, followed by IS Clement, Eke in 3rd, Lewis 4th, Pepsi in 5th, Anton in 6th, Harrison 7th, Daiguero in 8th, Max Skillen in 9th, and Cookie rounds out the top 10 going into Q3. We lose out Hoonigan, Brother Goat, Sean, and Attic from Q2. So
double racing point.
The Alpha team had a wonderful qualifying session in Q1, or I mean GP2, and not such a good luck in GP1, but I have a feeling it was down to them both running a very aggressive dry setup going into the race. Let's see if these guys have some dry weather for Q3, because I am interested to see what kind of time these guys can pip in for and see the difference as opposed to GP2. What was the qualifying pole position in GP2?
21.
Yeah, it was like a 21.5, I believe, if we recall correctly.
24, 21.5, something like that.
I'm gonna throw it out there and say that we are gonna see. I think he's jumping back to time trial. If I'm gonna be honest. For the viewers that are tuning in, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say and throw it out in the hat that we're gonna see a 20.4 for pole position.
I'm gonna say we're gonna see a 19 high.
19 highs. I mean, it's doable, but look at the only reason why I say a 24 is the track is just been coming off of raining, so, and we have overcast, so it's not going to be as hot as you would have it in time trial. The only thing I'm looking at. Harrison is out though. Let's see if Anton. Yeah, Anton is in first. Yeah, so I think it's the two Mercedes. Running through. So we're going to jump with Anton, see how he gets on this evening. In the Q3 session, he's going to be the first one to set a competitive lap time. It is dry. He is an esports driver, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can battle the legs of Eke, McCall, and Clement. Clement has really been on it this evening. So is McCall.
Clement's breathing in from last week's win, isn't he?
Goomba has picked up a superb driver with with McCall. So I'm just gonna say that McCall is one heck of a driver.
Oh, definitely.
And if he's listening, Daigero, racing with him, I think it was like 2 seasons ago in GP2. He has improved absolutely so much. To the point he's not finished anything lower than the last, I think it was lower than 5th in the last 2 or 3 races.
Yeah.
He's just really been making it stick. Keeping it clean. So Anton's going to start his lap. Oh, it goes really a little bit wide. Yeah, I think that's an invalidated lap. Get these deltas up for you guys. Tires fitted. We all know they're going to be on the soft, so I'm actually going to get rid of that.
Oh, he didn't get penalty for that.
Oh, interesting. Sector 1 yellows. Hopefully that's just somebody moving out. Oh no, McCall's lost it. Pushing too hard, he's lost it into the wall. He's been able to save the car. Careful, he's got his team. No, it's Eke, I think, that was running through. So let's stay on board with Anton, see how he gets on.
He's very aggressive on the exit. Really aggressive.
So it's nice to see that Lewis and Daigera made it back from watching the latest Star Wars movie. I know they were going to see it together.
Oh, that didn't happen apparently.
Oh, they didn't happen?
They cancelled,
right.
Yeah.
They cancelled just so they could make it to the Australian Grand Prix.
That's how I'm going to guess.
Well, I went to go see it last night, and it was absolutely amazing.
I would ask spoilers, but
Anton, no, I'm not giving you any. You have to go see
I
it.
pitted.
Yeah, I think he was losing out. So let's see who's going to be next up. Max looks like. Oh no, Daigera's going to set the quickest lap right now, 25.5. It looks like Skillen is going to be the next guy to set a lap. Yeah, that's a bit off. I'm telling you, I think the track. No, Harrison's 25.4. I think the track is still a bit cold from the rain and the overcast. Looks like Skillen validated his lap. Solid lap from Sphere Cookie. McCall pits like we thought he would. Clement is on the back stretch. Pepsi pits. And here he comes. It's going to be Eke, then Lewis across the line. Captain Eke, let's see what kind of time he can put in.
Gotta love his time. He's
going to dive it into the pits. I think these guys are battling a bit of the track. Maybe trying to get it warm up before they actually go and set a competitive lap. Here comes Lewis. What kind of time can he get himself stuck into? Pole position currently 24 flat. A second and a 10th quicker than Sphere Cookie. So let's
Track's
see.
improving.
Max
I'm
is
expecting time to
pushing.
drop even more.
Oh yeah,
Skilling's on
definitely.
the lap.
Yeah, I think he validated his first lap. He's going for another one. Really hangs it up on the revs through that curve.
Yeah. You get more traction out of it.
There is several ways you can attack it. You can leave it high in the gears and to kind of float through it. That way you don't over push the car, or you can leave it lower in gears. There's that medium though. If you put it right where that spot is, you're gonna spin it.
Really wide.
Harrison sets 23.5.
23.5.
Track is definitely improving. Skilling goes second
23.6.
Who's next? Clement is on a flyer. I think one of the races or drivers to watch this evening.
Clement?
Yes. Oh my gosh! What a way! What a way to save it!
Wow.
That was definitely a hairy moment. He did one heck of a job to save that car. Yeah, I think he's gonna dive into the pits though. I think that's his lap over with.
Unless he wants it as a banker.
Yeah, I mean he does have time.
Yeah, he's going for it as a banker.
He's gonna use that as a banker. It's not gonna be a slow time either. He's in the 20, 21. It's gonna be a 23. No, 22.9. It still gets pole position from that. I'm telling you, he's one of the drivers to watch this evening.
I mean, the way he caught it,
definitely
at least half a second, surely, at least.
The track is definitely improving. So let's see. It looks like Anton is out now for a actual flyer this evening for a second lap. Let's see if he can get himself stuck into a top 5, maybe top 3 for him. Yeah, you can tell the
start his lap.
You can definitely tell the wet weather was bothering him in Q1. I think he only finished 6th from that session alone.
First section was good by Antoine, 26.9.
Grabs a bit of the curb, a tiny bit of the grass.
Car front.
I do love this track. Let's see. I think that's Clement. So Clement probably knows that he's coming behind him. Whoa!
How did he hold that?
I don't know. Whoa! What is that for? Not sure what that was about. But we're following through. Are they?
Yeah.
Don't know. Maybe it was. He's gonna pull it into the pits. Yeah, he's gonna pull it into the pits and abandon that lap as well. And slam it into the wall. Looks like
Pepsi.
Yeah, he's letting. It looks like a Haas right through. Okay, still sitting in the pits. Okay, looks like he's gonna give it a one and go for this evening. Looks like Daiguero's on an outlap, so he's currently only one. McCall is going to probably no, he's going to finish this lap. Is he going to get himself stuck into?
Extra laps of fuel and going for 2 runs instead of 1.
Goes quickest, 21 point flat. They're getting closer to that 20.4. I'm telling you, we're going to see it. So it looks like,
come on, guys,
was it
bring me in
Daiguero? Is he only one that's right now on a competitive lap, so we're going to jump on board with Daiguero. I don't know, 19 might be a bit of an ass. That's the second over what McCall just ran, and we know McCall is a quick driver.
I believe in Eke.
Captain Eke.
Daiguero is currently 1.3 seconds up on his time. Track's definitely improved.
I have yet to look at his delta, but I'm going to look at it. Is that a bit of... No, it's not. I thought I saw a bit of rain again. So let's see his sector 2 times. How much is he? 2.5 seconds off up on his time. He is flying.
I'll put him
he's definitely down to
flat, roughly.
Yeah, 23. So that's going to put him up around P5. Can he itch out just a bit more? Get himself in a 23. Maybe a P3.
That line was smooth.
Here he's pushing. Goes
20.7.
20.7 for Daiguero.
Okay, track's definitely improving then.
I think that'll make him a little bit happy right now being in P1. A lot of guys on the way out as well. Skillen just moving out of the way for a couple of the guys on their out lap. Is anybody? Harrison is actually on a flyer this evening, so we're going to jump on board with Harrison. Let's watch his delta on his sector times. Out of Q3, Eke, no lap. Eke is now... Yeah, he's on his out lap now.
Harrison's up 8 tenths.
Eke Goat is in P11, I believe, or P12. Harrison really likes that pink, that ultra pink helmet. So let's see his delta time. He is definitely going to be up. He's currently 1.4 seconds up on his delta time as well. Sector 3 yellows. Oh, okay. I'll make sure to keep an eye on that. Harrison is definitely up on his time. Can he improve, get himself up into the top 3 this evening?
So
just about 48 seconds
up there.
Daguerre was like, yeah, I'm not going to improve. I'm just going to retire.
Has he got another lap?
P3 for Harrison.
Yeah.
No, I think he pulled it to the pits. Let's see.
Clements has started his lap. Max is
Where's
starting his
Lewis?
lap. Lewis is in the 3rd sector, currently 2 seconds up on his time.
So he's definitely going to run a 22.
But Daguerre's lap is really out there then.
Yeah, it's fast. Let's see what time Lewis can get himself stuck into. It's going to cross the line, goes second. So the Haas right now, P1 and P2, filling out the top of the grid.
Harrison's still on a flyer, by the way. He's 2 tenths up. He's still pushing for a second lap.
Yeah.
Clement is half a second up.
Let's see how Pepsi gets on. Pepsi, Anton, Pepsi, and Eke yet to set a time, a competitive time this evening.
This is up by 1.5 seconds.
Let's see, Anton is going to cross the line. It's going to be a 19. No, it's going to be a 20. 20.4 goes pole position right now. Let's see, Pepsi gets a 21.6. And here comes Eke. Let's see what time he can get himself. Oh, man, he's on a flyer.
Come on, give me the 19.
20.4. So
20.2.
Anton actually ran the time I was thinking of. Let's see what Max can get himself stuck into. Gets himself P6. Sphere Cookie is the last one. McCall is actually going to set a lap as well. So let's see where Cookie's at. Cookie's just behind McCall.
Steps up on his time.
Grabs a bit of
20.6. So he's looking at 3rd right now.
Here it goes. I asked McCall, can he get himself stuck into top 3?
Maybe even 2nd.
Goes pole position, 21.1. And it looks like Sphere Cookie got himself P9. Yeah, so, wow. They didn't get into the 19s like you thought, but they definitely get the low 20s.
It was so close.
Wow, that was crazy. Shout out to Daguerre, P4. So McCall grabs P1 pole position for the Australian Grand Prix, followed by Eke in P2. Anton P3. Daguerre solid P4 this evening. So the Haas is starting P4 and P5. Lewis is in 5th. Harrison P6. Good shout out to the Mercedes team this evening. P3 and P6. Skillen is in P7, followed by IS Clement in P8. Cookie P9. And TR Pepsi in P10. So a solid debut qualifying session for Pepsi. Now on to the race. So hopefully Pepsi knows about the 5-minute break.
So top 10 are split by 1.4 seconds.
If they don't, hopefully somebody makes them aware. But yes, these drivers will have a 5-minute complimentary break. Select their strategy, select their tires. If you're outside of the top 10, and select whatever else you do need. Stand up, take a stretch, get your mind set for the race, and we should be on in just, 29, so around 34 we should be get going. After I'm going to go grab myself a little bit more coffee. So
Actually,
I'll
that's a
be
good shout.
right back. All right, so I am back, ready for this evening's race. It's gonna be amazing. Hopefully I don't have that crazy desync that I had in GP2. I had to pretty much apologize to all those guys for the first 11 to 12 laps. It was mental.
Well, hopefully there's no one like trying to enter the pits the wrong way around.
There we go. Situation solved.
I just saw someone leave. Who was that?
It was Tom.
Oh, that was Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
minor. Interesting tire choices.
Yeah, let's actually jump into that so these guys can see. Race director. Anybody jump onto the hards? Oh yeah, so the top 10 are definitely going to have a free strategy as well this evening because it was raining during qualifying. I actually missed that. So nobody's on the hards. I think they watched GP2 and some of the craziness that happened in GP2 and realized that the hards are probably not the best compound to go on.
Hey, Zako. How's it going, mate?
Zako, congratulations on Friday, by the way. So just waiting. It's 33. Should be going in just about a minute's time. Going to be exciting to watch this one. 16 viewers. You guys are amazing. Appreciate it. They're all jumping in to watch the race. It's pretty much what everybody watches. Qualifying is interesting, but we do definitely stream it for those guys who want to go back and watch it. I know personally when I, am a part of a league race, I kind of skip qualifying in the stream because I'm terrible qualifier.
See, it's weird. I need to qualify. If I don't qualify, I run into my lap 1 heroics crap, and they never work for me.
Yeah, it's just like qualifying. It's something that I cannot get connected with the track, and trying to move out of everybody's way. I'd rather just do a banker lap, see what kind of pace, see if the car feels okay, and if it feels good, I just kind of settle on that.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. I mean, when it comes to qualifying, it's like, okay, you got to push, but then you got to be consistent.
Yeah.
So you can get that one rare lap in.
Zako, you don't have to thank me, man. You were on it on Friday. That you totally deserve that win. I apologize for my desync and having your car jump from first down to fifth and sixth. It was actually pretty maddening on my end.
It was pretty hilarious.
I just hope that doesn't happen. I have no idea why that happened. That's never happened to me before. I've been booted twice, but I've never had such desync problems.
I think what's interesting is that the game managed to pull some weird data where it still gave you a race that you could watch. Like it had everything.
Yeah, but I don't know. So Stig has readied up the lobby. We are about ready to go racing at the Australian Grand Prix. Make sure everybody else readies up. That way they are ready to go. They definitely had plenty of time to select that strategy, get themselves stuck in for this race. 9 seconds to go before we start setting off on the formation lap. 29
Just
laps
waiting on
around
Max, Robbie, and Ferdinand.
Yeah, 29 laps around the Australian track this evening. Usually a one-stop strategy is the best unless you get yourself stuck into a situation, but I believe most of these guys have set themselves up for the right move when it comes to that kind of situation. None of them are starting on hards just in case there is a bit of an incident. They can, jump into the pits, slap them hards on and go till the end, because the hards will take you till the end. This track is actually pretty decent when it comes to the hard compounds. The soft compounds will go off around lap 8 to 12. So look for those guys to pit, because these guys are all going to start on fresh compounds.
Yeah.
Since it was raining in qualifying. I am sure a lot of these guys are cursing Stig's name again, because how many times have they had rain involved in their race or qualifying session?
To be fair, GP2 needs more rain.
Yeah.
Like, GP2 definitely needs more rain.
I think they had one race so far this year. Unless Phantom's watching, you can tell me if I'm wrong. They've had one race that was raining.
It was qualifying, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they had a little bit of rain at the beginning and then it went dry. So everybody around for their formation lap.
People are going into the grass there.
Might want to be careful on that. Eke is right there in second. McCall right there in first. See the guys starting to make their way around this circuit this evening. McCall pulling around the last corner now. Set his car on the grid. This is going to be... I hope these guys have been doing what they've been doing for the last couple of races and they take turn 1 and 2 sublimely. We don't have an issue.
Yeah,
that would be great.
I am a bit concerned.
Looks like you probably got stuck on the grid. So he's going to start on a bit of cold tires. So watching everybody pull up. Neglects in actual...
it's giving me the bad cam.
Yeah. Neglects is in a Williams, ladies and gentlemen. So we do know that. We're going to wait for the 5 red lights. Oh, I got a perfect cam for this evening. 5 red lights are lit, and we are go for the Australian Grand Prix. Let's see what kind of start. McCall gets a good start. Eke gets a good start. It looks like Anton is going to have a decent start to stay
Everyone's taking that line in.
Any situation, we have a Racing Point and a Mercedes side by side.
Some cars changing positions.
Let's see. It looks like everybody's got pretty cleanly, though. That is what we want to see. We're going to watch the tail end of this one. Make sure I don't see any yellow flags flying. Everybody's staying clean.
That's how it should be done.
Wow, amazing driving for all of these guys, giving each other space. I'm just going to throw it out there. That is exactly what you want to see when it comes to a league race. These guys are very aware of where they're at.
Oh, there's a Red Bull making a move. Red Bull on Adit.
That would be Sean. Sean moves up ahead. Here goes one of the Ferraris on one of the Williams drivers, backs out of it, thinks better of it. So the tail end are pretty gung-ho to get their pace up. They're going to want to be easy on these mediums. They're going to take just a bit time to heat up when it comes to the lap. But here is McCall, followed by Eke.
I just realized something.
Eke's right there. What's that?
Neglect's in the Red Bull.
Yeah, he's in the Williams. He joined late. He didn't get to qualify, okay. So he's jumping in to fill in to get some of the Williams some points this evening. Eke's right there. Anton's right there.
You're Robbie and Ferdinand.
Williams duo. Let's jump back through. And there's a...
Right, let's have a look at position changes. On that point, we've got Your Robbie up 3 paces. That's the most. Sean has lost 3 paces.
Get those tires up. So Anton's sitting in a pretty catch seat right now. He's on the medium, so He's following Eke. Let's jump through. Skilling right there, fighting with Daigero. Anybody else that's super close? I see Eke with the deltas right there.
Sector 1-2 yellow. Harrison retired from the
no.
session. What happened there? I didn't go.
He's wrecked out. He hit that inside curve and hit the wall.
No!
So the Mercedes team is definitely going to be rooting for Anton to get a lot of points this evening. Unfortunate for Harrison, who's crashed out. Let's jump through. Harrison's left the session. It's unfortunate for Harrison. Daigero's really starting to pull in Lewis. Lewis.
Safety car.
Safety car. Interesting. I doubt
no one's on a pit, surely.
I mean... yeah, I don't think so, unless some of these guys die for a medium and go for a soft and jump back in for a medium later. Interesting here. This is going to get really interesting. We haven't had a safety car.
Guys, remember, make sure there's like a gap between you and the cars.
Well, it's a full safety car, so they're going to have to file up single file.
Yeah. Do you remember F1 18 where we had the glitch where it keeps coming out every 3 laps?
No, I mean, I wasn't in any race that actually had that. I had a lot of virtual safety cars, and I had a lot of gung-ho people slam on to the back of gearboxes because they blamed the guy in front for slowing down too quick.
So the safety car helps everyone that's on the softs right now.
Yeah, it
Sean's
does.
actually gone into the pits.
Sean on the pits. Yeah, he's not. He's gone to the mediums, so that's interesting to see. I don't think. So I will have to point out there that you know of. Stig has made the move to the wheel this evening. He's going full wheel for the rest of the season, and you can tell that the wet weather was really bothering him.
Yeah.
My team right there in 14th and 15th. Come on, Alpha, you guys.
How about the races where everything happens?
It is. I mean, as long as they keep it clean.
It all depends on how long the safety car is going to stay out, because effectively all the soft runners can go.
I don't think it's going to stay out very long, because Sean's not too far off. Clement's 5 seconds.
Clement, 5 second collision with Max.
Max. What in the world happened there? That is unfortunate. I mean, look at the guys behind him, though. They're all weaving like crazy.
Yeah, I wonder if it was just a slight touch.
Hopefully, we can get that clipped and we'll have to look at it.
Yeah, Clement's got left wing damage, so if he was going to pit, he has to pit now.
Anton spun out and hit the wall, too. Now he's got damage.
Oh, God. And, oh, my God. No, they can't even get past the freaking ghosting car now, can they?
No, I don't think so. Okay, so that is going to be very interesting to see. That's kind of thrown a little curveball into this safety car. Yeah, very interesting. So Lewis has found himself up to P3 after Anton has spun out.
Hopefully the AI will pull him into the pits.
It should be
at
in
the end
this
of
lap because Sean has pulled up to the back of this pack. So yeah, we're going to probably be going green here just after this lap.
Zeko, he's not in the Red Bull. He just joined late, so he's meant to be in the Williams.
So, already some talking points in this Australian GP1 race.
Questionable talking points.
So Mercedes are the big losers this evening so far in this race. Trying to make their way up.
You don't ever hear that in the actual season, do you?
Trying to make their way up on the combined race championship, but they have unfortunately both cars out within the first 4 laps of this race. It's a shame what happened to Harrison. Instead of the mediums, I think he just caught that curve too much and the tires weren't up to temperature to grip.
Safety car is in this lap. Right, let's see what the call does.
So I'm gonna jump back with Lewis and follow these guys. 5 seconds severe collision with Daigero.
Max has got. What are they doing?
I don't know. I think it was a bit of a touch, but I didn't see much. So McCall is going to have the right to set the pace until the car is in this evening. Let's see how he gets on. Really going to back. He's not really backing up this pack as much as I thought he would.
It's only one corner, so it's right there. It's not like Spa
and it's
to back him up.
Here he
Mind
goes.
you, Eke's
He's
really
gone
on him right now.
Back to green.
Eke's going to have a run.
No passing on this lap, though. He can't pass until further down the line. All right, he is able to make a pass now. He's actually not allowed to overtake for the first corner or first straight. Rules of F1. I don't know why. Neglects 3-second time penalty
with the time penalty.
Let's run through. See the delta between everybody.
Top three already have a gap.
Anton's
I'm guessing Anton's AI.
Yeah.
Held everyone back on the home straight.
So I mean,
so you're
right behind Clement too.
He's
against up one.
He's gonna have to make paces. He's gonna have to push.
So Clement is now sitting in the catbird seat, being on the softs. All the guys are mediums. My apologies. Everybody up ahead of him are on the softs.
Clement's vulnerable as well. He's got wing damage. Left side.
Oh yeah, he does. End plate's missing. You're right. So he's gonna really have to push and hang on to this car. Whoa. I thought he was going to go off just a bit there. Sector 3.
Hoonigan's retired.
Oh no. Oh, he's hit the curb and crashed. That fast right curb off that straight. So sector 3. Oh no.
Safety car.
Goat's
Where'd it
out.
go? Addict's out.
Addict's out too.
Guys, I hope you clipped.
Yeah, please clip
please
that.
Tell me you clipped.
Attic, hit the home screen and hit the X button if you can hear me. That's how you clip. Whatever your X button is on your wheel.
Any of you.
So we've already lost out 4 drivers from this race.
Did they all lose it on the fast?
I think Goat lost it and everybody
right-hander.
hit him. Because they were so close, there was nowhere to go.
Clement. He's gone on a set of hards. Good call. I think he should have gone earlier.
Ooh. What was that? Oh, that was Ghost and Car of Anton. I was like, what is that? So,
I think Clement should have pitted earlier on his set of hards, but let's have a look if he's actually replaced the wing as well. Yeah, I wouldn't count him out just yet. 38 seconds off the lead going to the end.
Time penalty for multiple warnings. There goes Daigero. Daigero's lost it.
Oh, no.
That corner is catching a lot of these drivers off. So Daigero has lost it this evening. So now the Haas are down to one driver. The Alpha are down to one driver.
One team as well.
The Ferrari are down to one driver. Mercedes are down 2 drivers. McLaren are down to 1 driver. So I mean, Renault are really looking
who's got
strong.
double?
Renault are looking strong
Renault
here.
and
Racing Point are looking strong.
And effectively, Williams as well.
Williams, yeah.
Because Neglect is still racing.
So this is 13 drivers remain this evening, only on lap 7. Can these 13 drivers make it till the end?
I'm more concerned if we'll get more than 10 making it to the end. Technically, we have 12 because Anton's not there.
You're true. Actually, good call. So Sean right on the back of Neglects. Neglects actually is a Williams driver, so this is not his teammate, so he's going to actually push to get around him. Because one is driving for Williams points, one is driving for the Racing Point. Haley not here this evening. Brimdog's not here this evening. And Sean is on a newer set of mediums. Not just yet. Let's ride on board with Sean. Following Neglects here. These two actually race against each other in GP2. Sean had actually a really good race on Friday. He's going to have DRS. Takes a bit of exceeding. He's going to have the inside look on Neglects. Is he going to make the job done? Puts himself in the catbird seat to get around on the inside. That should be job done. Neglects might have a little look on the back. No.
He should have DRS.
This is going to get pretty spicy between those guys.
Oh, Max has gone into the pit on lap 6. So he must be going on a set of hards.
Yeah, he's going to fix his front wing as well, I think. Neglect does have DRS, but it doesn't look like he's going to have enough time to pull up to the back of Sean. Sean is up through into P10. Yeah, and he's serving his 5-second stop. Goat has left the session. So Stig has found himself up to P8. Come on, Stig, just keep it clean. So
I've always said I dislike this track. I rather like it today. As a spectator.
It is quite something to spectate sometimes. We've had everything today. We've had rain in qualifying. We've had multiple crashes. We've had a safety car.
So top 3 are split by 3 seconds on a set of soft.
I'm riding
Your
with
Robbie's up there in 6th.
Yeah, following Pepsi. Solid run from your Robbie.
Stig's up there as well now. Only a couple of laps ago he was down in 14th. Mind you, cars have crashed. Still up in 8th though.
See if your Robbie has anything to say. I think he's going to have to pull into the pits sooner than all of the soft or the medium compound drivers though. So his tires probably are going to start going off right around now. I would have to say he can extend those laps though because of the safety car by 2 laps. So I'd probably say around lap 12. Oh! Sphere Cookie's lost it.
They're all going.
Oh! Also, Stig had to
rejoin safely,
corner, I think, to get out of the way of Sphere Cookie. He got a 3-second time penalty for that, so we're gonna have to look at that. Hopefully, Stig clips that. That might be something we can remove, possibly, if he had nowhere else to go.
Just needs to make sure he scrolls down through his
Sean
race
all over the back
well.
of Stig now too. He's gonna make for a look here. He's gonna pull to the outside. No thinks better of it. It's not very open to pass. Sean gets a 3-second time penalty.
Sean took a lot of grass there.
He's really pushing this car. Right on the back.
Did they touch?
Also Stig's gearbox. No, Stig actually grabs a lot of the grass. Sean's going to go all the way through. He's going to hang it to the inside.
Is he going to try?
I don't think so. I think Stig's going to let him have it. His tires probably have a little bit of debris on it. Stig goes a little wide there.
Stig's a lot later on the brakes.
Oh, Neglects is going to actually have a look now on Stig. Is he going to have enough time to make a move? No, he's going to hang back and wait for the final straight.
Your Robbie is 7 tenths behind Pepsi. He's gaining.
And he's on a set of soft too, but he's going to have to pit before Pepsi. What a race from Pepsi so far. I mean, the top 3 are just gone. 7.5 seconds ahead of everybody.
In Pepsi's defense, he's on a set of medium, so... Stig's gone into the pits.
Oh, Stig is
That'll
battling.
be for... No, he's gone on off set of mediums.
Yeah,
so
I think
he's
going to chuck on hards. No, he's gone on set of...
Yeah, he's had wing damage.
Okay. Strange. I wonder what happened there. So Stig on the set of hards to go to the end. Same as Max. Max goes through. Anton's ghosting car. Not sure what that was for. So Clement, Max, and Stig are on
Clement
the way.
is still matching the gap to the leader.
Let's see who has the quickest time so far of this race. Let's jump down through interval. Leader, fastest lap. So far, McCall has the fastest lap of this race with a 24.2. Let's jump back down to interval. Sector 3 yellow.
Sector 3 yellow. What happened?
Who was that? Oh no, it was Sean.
Oh no.
It was
Sean, let me see if I can jump on board with Clement.
Yeah, he's just crashed, so you'll see it. I did see him go off. I was actually riding with Neglects through it.
I see it.
That curve is catching everybody out.
Lewis and McCall have both gone into the pits.
Down to 11
Eke staying
drivers.
out.
Get rid of that for you guys.
Right, I'm going to see where McCall feeds out. McCall takes a bit of grass there. Comes out behind Neglect.
I'm going to say this right now. I bet a lot of these drivers are going to be looking forward to the holiday break.
Yeah.
Especially after this race. They're going to be glad.
Weird, though. You wouldn't expect this track to be the track where it catches people out.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, the curves...
We've had more people retired today being caught out than on Friday.
Oh, McCall really wants to get around Neglects. Neglects is holding him up just a bit. Is Neglects going to move over? Paul's
Eke
gonna have
penalty.
a run. He's gonna go on the inside of outside of Nicolex. He's gonna hang it side by side. He gets around Nicolex. He's up on his way through. Pepsi is not too far. No, he's
Next
right
up
there.
is Lewis to try get past Neglect.
Yeah, Lewis. We're gonna ride with Lewis. Neglect's just gotten around. I mean, that corner. We're gonna dub that GP1 death corner this evening.
So Pepsi's gonna stay out till about lap 19, roughly.
You could probably take it to 20. Seeing that being behind the safety car for 2 laps really saved the tires. Sector 3 yellow.
Sector 3 yellow. Oh.
Is that Max? Max has crashed. Oh
right
no.
end plate.
He's actually been able to survive through that. Oh
shoot.
No! Yee. That's definitely clippable.
Who was the Williams driver?
That was third dinner.
Third dinner? Props. That is how you drive. Like, that's how you drive.
He actually got damaged from it though. He's pulling into the pits.
Max is going into the pits, going out the pits. He's decided to go into the pits.
I think he might retire the car. We'll see. So third dinner in for a set of hard compounds.
Sector 2 yellow.
Neglects has lost it. Oh no, 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 no. There you go. Stay. Yo, Robbie's
Come on, guys.
Now.
We're not even halfway there.
Oh, there's Clement as well. Clement's really coming to charge now on a set of hard compounds. Oh, these guys are just... The first lap was... Atticus left the session. The first lap was strong, but the rest of this race is unwinding fast.
Clement is literally on tail's end. Eke is into the pits.
Another fast lap of the race, 23.5.
Right, let's see where Eke comes out.
Clement is right behind you, Robbie, so he's probably going to look to get around him with DRS. It's right on with Clement. Your Robbie seems to have enough front end pace to keep ahead of Clement. He's going to pull it on the inside to start him out. Clement's got a better run
Clement's
out of those
landing
sectors.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here goes DRS.
He's going to go stick around the outside.
Side by side. Yo, Robbie's really putting his shoulders out. They're going to hang it side by side. Fair enough. Just a bit of a touch, but safe. Yo, Robbie's really put his shoulders out this evening.
I think he's got strict instructions from Tom there.
So Pepsi up in the lead currently. 9.3 seconds to the gap. He will have to pit again, but I mean, that is good to see him up there. But he's looking at his wheel, sees P1, and he's like, yeah, I can do this. I can get some good points out of this race.
Right, so Max and third dinner are both still here. Set of hards. Should go to the end. Hopefully they can warm those tires quick enough. No, Max has gone into pits again.
Now I wonder if he's going to go for a set of mediums. No, he's left the session.
He's retired.
Retired the car. Oh, Clement really wants to get around Robbie now. Starting to press the issue. He's got to go. Robbie, I think he's going to pull it into the pits. No.
Nah.
It's like,
Clement should have a run here, though.
Yeah, he's a lot closer this time around. Right on board with Clement. He's going to go to the inside. Come on, give me a better view than that. Side by side, your Robbie is not going to have much to say about it, and he's going to fall behind Clement. So Clement on his way through. Your Robbie is
drive though from Clement.
Is on a brand new set of mediums though, so he's going to have a bit more pace than Clement, especially around the corners as he tucks in behind his gearbox.
Sphere Cookie is really up there as well, I have to say.
Yeah,
they're not having a good race today.
Sphere Cookie did slide and that one curve and catch the wall and had to pit for a new wing, but I mean, good battle back to get himself up to P5. He is, I think, going to have to pit again. Don't think he's going to be able to take those mediums until the end.
McCall's time is really quick. He's done a 23.9.
Yeah, he's on a set of brand new mediums.
Eke and Lewis, who've only done a 25.3 and a 25.1 respectively.
Yo, Robbie gets a 3-second
over
time
a second.
penalty. It's just get
McCall
that
means
back
business.
on. Your Robbie didn't use DRS there. I wonder if his DRS is broken. Neglects is actually doing really well to be up in P8. Ultra Stick is in P9.
He's got that confidence from Friday.
So third dinner.
Through.
Max didn't retire the car, so his car is AI as well. But it looks like third dinner should be able to pick up P10 if he can keep his car out there, get ahead of Anton's
Yeah, because
car.
Anton and Max won't score.
Well, it's on the matter of its third dinner needs to get around the ghosting Anton car. But Anton's car, I think, is going to have to pit again. He's on 13-lap old mediums. So where is the Delta closest? These guys are kind of spaced out now. Let's ride with Eke right now in P3 following
Robbie and Clement 1.6 and Eke and McCall.
Wonder when Pepsi's going to pull in the pits. I'll just take 3 seconds, and now that it's 6 seconds for him. Things aren't looking up for the Alpha team this afternoon.
We've both got one driver in the top 10.
Yeah. Well, yours is higher up there than mine. You're P4, mine's P9.
Yeah, but don't forget, Neglect has the pit, and Sphere Cookie, and Pepsi. Stick doesn't.
Goat's in the chat. Goat, I'm just going to ask, what happened? Their dinner has retired from the session. Did he crash out?
Yeah, let me jump on to Max's AI.
Max is way too far behind. They'll disappear before we get back on with him.
Trying to figure out who's in the third sector right now.
So now it basically every combined constructor, 1 racing point left. Renault is really the strongest one out of this.
Wait.
They have,
does it mean you know when I said I was questioning if we'd at least have 10 people finishing? We've only got 9 finishing, potentially.
Pepsi gets a 3-second time penalty. So right now we have 1 racing point, 2 Renaults left, 1 McLaren, 1 Haas, 1 Toro Rosso, no Red Bull anymore, I believe. Yeah, no more Red Bulls. 1 Williams, 1 Ferrari left, and 1 Alpha left. Clement gets a 3-second time penalty. So Renault are going to make a huge push in the combined constructors this evening.
The gaps are somewhat spread out.
Yeah, it's
riding on board with
now.
Eke trying to see if he will get any closer to McCall.
And
Mind you, McCall is actually gaining on Pepsi.
Yeah, he's pulling in Pepsi pretty quickly. We're going to ride with McCall for a bit, leading this Grand Prix. As Pepsi will have to pit.
See, I think Pepsi should have pitted a lap or 2 earlier, because right now he was slotted behind Clement.
I just wonder if this is down to the fact that this is definitely a wheel versus pad track, because you can see Eke he's doing well, but he's not able to claw behind McCall unless McCall has really put a lot of practice in on this track.
Mind you, they have their strengths, they have their weaknesses, so...
Yeah, I mean, Lewis is still doing really good. He is our championship leader, and he's right behind Eke. So keeping Eke in that clutch, losing out just a bit of points, but not enough. Lewis is looking really strong this season.
Bringing the car home helps. I have learnt my lesson.
So Pepsi's into the pits.
Pepsi's gone into the pits. Right, let's see where he feeds out into the traffic.
Let's see, he's into the pits now. Lewis is on his way through. Sphere Cookie, he might... Alright, so Pepsi pulls into the pits, slaps on a set of soft compound. Sphere Cookie...
He should be good to the end.
Yeah, Pepsi has just left his pit box. Sphere Cookie's making the last corner around onto the final straight. It looks like it's going to be close. Pepsi gets on the way out, so he's going to actually pull out ahead of Sphere Cookie on a brand new set of softs. Whoa, Sphere Cookie loses the back end. Sphere Cookie lost the back end, and Clement's going to look for the inside.
Come on, he loves the outside.
Is he going to make it stick? He does. Puts his shoulders out just a bit, gets his way through. Man, Clement's on a charge now.
A bit of a curb there.
But, I mean, props to Pepsi. He's up to P4 now. Only 13.3 seconds behind Lewis. Can he make those soft compounds stick to the end and actually pull the gap down between him and Lewis? I know he does have a time penalty. I'm not sure how many.
Eke is gaining on the core. Slowly.
18 laps of 29 this evening. Lost a lot of drivers, unfortunately. A lot of guys being caught out by this curve right here. Absolutely crazy. This race is. So can Eke make a final push these last 9-10 laps to get himself stuck behind McCall and make a charge for the win? Lewis, wonder if he can bring that gap down from 7 seconds to Eke. Everybody else is pretty much spaced out this evening.
Sphere Cookie's gone into the pits.
Sphere Cookie into the pits.
Big Leg also needs to go into the pits.
Yeah, he's going to go in the set of soft. So it's going to be between him and Pepsi to see who can set a quicker lap of this race. Get those 2 extra points.
Neglect as well. He's gone to pits now.
Ooh, interesting. Neglect's one's at the pits. So Stig is going to keep it out on the set of hard. So he's going to pull through past. Oh no, he's not going to. Spirit Cookie beats him out, but Neglects is still in the pits. So Stig up to 8. And Stig hits himself a 3-second time penalty. I think that's 9 now. This is a difficult track, I will be honest, when it comes to time penalties. I had a feeling
gap is 1.1 second.
I had a feeling they'd play a part, but it seemed like the crashes have played more of a part this evening than the actual onboard track penalties.
I think the safety car just threw out a bit of a new venture for everyone. And they couldn't warm the tires quick enough.
Your adrenaline's already pumping at the beginning of the race, and then you have a safety car within second lap of the race. Kind of resets everything, and your adrenaline builds back up. I think that's what happened to a lot of the guys. It's almost like a second restart. Almost like a race restart that you kind of get yourself back to being super nervous.
Yeah, closest battle right now is Eke and McCall.
Yeah, I'm following along with Eke, trying to pull the gap down between him and McCall. McCall is going to have a bit of a pull here, though, because he is following Anton's ghosting car, so he's going to get DRS on that.
Would he still get the DRS detection zone?
Yes, you do.
With an AI car.
Just follow on board with him.
Oh, Stig.
Stig, 5 seconds being in the pit lane.
I thought he was going to the end. Did he have wind damage?
Maybe he's trying to go for the...
Yeah, he did.
I wonder what
wind damage.
I wonder what he hit. So he's on his way out now. Let's follow back with Eke and McCall here. Lewis has lost a little bit. 8.7 seconds now is the gap between him and Eke. Yeah, see, McCall has DRS.
No heroics.
McCall has DRS towards the ghosting Anton, so that's not going to help Eke's case. Eke's got to go through that corner with a ghost car. Not the easiest thing to ever see, too. Kind of blinds
8 tenths, though, he is there. As
Maybe
long as he keeps it, he will
corners
get DRS.
a little bit closer. He is on a softer set of medium compounds, too, so he's going to have a little bit more life to attack towards the end of this race. Unless McCall is kind of saving a bit of his tires now, letting Eke pull that gap down. McCall has a little bit more ERS as well.
So the gap is 1 second, around the 1 second mark. Pepsi isn't pushing away from Clement as much as I thought he would.
Sphere Cookie sets the quickest lap, 23 flat, yeah. They make the 0 and the 8 look pretty close if you're sitting further away.
Potentially that means Stig can also go for fastest lap.
He is on his first race with the wheel, so it'll be interesting to see if he can pip in a quick lap. Gap now 1.5. Sean has
left the session.
Eke's not close enough for DRS just yet, but he is starting to reel him in. Can he get there?
Should get a distant toe here.
8 laps left of this Grand Prix. Stig, 3-second time penalty. Oh no.
They're pretty spaced out considering where they were.
Probably for the best.
5, 6, all those
seeing yeah, see for the first couple laps, it's probably best if these guys are spaced out. Not a lot of room to run in this track to make a pass. That's one of my faults in this track. The best sector to make a pass is either the 3rd sector after the DRS zone or the start-go straight line.
Yeah. Eke is really quick in the 1st sector. He gains 2 tenths.
He is in with that DRS zone now. He's pushing, but I think looks like McCall's pushing a little bit too.
Who's the car ahead of McCall?
Looks like it's Stig. Stig's gonna have to move out of the way. Eke's right there.
4 tenths.
5 tenths now. He's gonna have DRS, so it's gonna help him claw back in. Both not running any ERS. Is Eke gonna chuck it up a little bit further? He's only gone to high, as McCall's gone to medium, so this is gonna get interesting quick. Who can grab the win of this race?
Just riding on board with Eke, really. So much smoother. Is he gonna have a look?
Toe. Look, no, he's too far back. He's just gonna tuck it in behind. Now it's time to save your ERS. He's going to chuck it down to 0. Probably just follow the toe and save the ERS the entire time. Because the toe in this game...
If McCall can get on the back of Stig, get DRS for the next lap.
I don't know. Stig does have a brand new set of softs. I think Stig's actually going to start pulling away just a bit. Like he's already bought the gap between those two a little bit more than what it was.
I wouldn't count Clement out for 4th place if both softs start going away. The hards will come back into play.
Oh, look how close Eke is now. Yeah, this DRS. Is he going to look for a look? He's going to go for a look. Is he going to make it stick? Side by side. A little bit of a shoulder move, but it's all fair. It looks like Eke's up through. McCall's going to follow right behind. He's going to have DRS. These guys are going to make it exciting for the last 7 laps of this race. Last 6 laps, actually. McCall has DRS. He's going to push to get around Eke. Eke's going to dive into the inside to guard that line. McCall's not going to push.
Isn't using much ERS.
Whoa!
Ooh. Both of them. Like,
really careful to catch the end of that car. Man, these guys make me exhausted just watching this.
They're on another level.
Huh?
They're both on another level.
So let's see if McCall can hang
think Clement would have been up there as well if he didn't have that wing damage because he was really strong.
Yeah, I think he's lost a little bit of time to Pepsi now. 3.3 seconds is the gap. Be interesting to see if that comes down. No, it looks like it's going up just a bit.
Clement could pit because he's got a big enough gap to your Robbie. Actually, has he?
No, only 14.2 seconds.
14 seconds.
So he's gonna kind of stick this one out.
Because the fastest lap is worth 2 points. Just trying to see who else could capitalize.
Look at the gap these two are pulling on Stig now. Stig's not that far away from these guys anymore. Stig's just right up the road.
was using Eke as a toe, and Eke is just being Eke. If I can even say that.
Captain Eke.
He's a captain for a reason.
Stig gets another 3-second time penalty. And they're really pulling into Stig now. Let's ride with Eke and see how far away. Stig is ghosting, so that's good. Tark Mark has joined the session. I think he's rooting on his Pepsi teammate. Oh, McCall is right there. I'm going to actually ride on board with McCall and follow through. See the lines he's taking.
It's like he's just turned everything up.
Stig pulls over to let these guys go through.
Really helps.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the toe in this game is unbelievable. As you'll see, like, Eke's really pushing, barely any ERS, but McCall is able to stick right behind him, grab DRS here, and still use a medium ERS and pull right behind Eke.
Eke locks up just a little bit.
It's not going to help it. He is on a fresher set, so he has a little bit of leeway when it comes to this. 2 laps, 3 laps actually remaining of this lap. Oh, you're talking about his tires. Oops.
Yeah. No, I had a smoother exit there.
McCall is going to have to start thinking now is the time. 3 laps remaining of this race if he wants to go for that win.
Yeah, I mean, before the pit stops, top 3 was split by 3 seconds. Coming out the pits, Lewis has dropped back over 14 seconds.
I think he's just trying to take the car home. He is going to lose quite a bit of points, though, to Eke if Eke does pick up the win of this race. So he's kind of want to think. I think that's maybe his goal right now, is just to minimize what he loses, just to bring the car home.
Minimize the deficit. Sphere Cookie and Your Robbie 2 temps.
Ooh, this is going to get interesting. Cookie has DRS, is going to push it. Your Robbie's going to pull the inside. Toe's not strong enough. It looks like Sphere Cookie's going to have to back out of this one. Oh, Sphere Cookie locks up just a bit.
If you can get a drive going here, maybe have a look on the inside. I think it's a bit too far back.
Hang by. Your Robbie's doing really well to put his shoulders out this evening. Ooh, that was close. Your Robbie switched the line
just a bit.
Almost took a bit of Sphere Cookie's end plate off, but good. Oh, Lewis picks up a time penalty.
Yeah.
I think he's relatively safe as Pepsi's 8.6 seconds behind. I believe Pepsi has a time penalty as well. 2 laps remaining of this race. Eke crosses the line. McCall 1.7 seconds now. There's gap.
Eke full back.
Whoa, Eke is really pulling a cap. He's had enough. No more playing around. So Eke is really going to push for the last couple of laps. As Sphere Cookie's
the killing blow would be to get the fastest lap.
Really pushing to get around Yo Robbie. We're going to run with these two because these guys are the ones racing towards the end of this race, are closest on the track. I was hoping Pepsi could pull into Lewis, but McCall
with a time penalty.
Oh, that's going to be big. It's not going to help his cause. He's fallen almost 2 seconds now behind. Sphere Cookie has DRS. He's going to go for the inside look. It's not going to offer Yo Robbie the same line as last lap. Gonna pull in the inside, tuck it out. That is job just about done, unless Robbie has a look. Sphere Cookie is on a set of softs, though.
Clement is really keeping Pepsi honest on a set of hards. 21 laps.
Yeah, he's really got those hards dialed in, so it looks like Sphere Cookie's up to 6th. Your Robbie's having a wonderful race this evening as well. Top 7 in a GP1 race is nothing to, throw to the wind. And Phantom in the chat says, Eke, it's hammer time.
Eke, it's hammer time. Wonderful.
He's already got 2.2 seconds. He's listening to you, Phantom. So Sphere Cookie on his way through, putting the gap between him and Your Robbie. Clement P5, 17.9 seconds now. I have the gear shift glitch with Clement now, which is really annoying. He is catching Pepsi just a bit, 3.3 seconds. Looks like
before it was about 2.8. I think he made a mistake because he's dropped about 7 temps.
Looks like Lewis has got the tail end of Anton's Ghostin car, so it's going to be a little irritating trying to get through a Ghostin car. It hinders your sight just a bit, especially if you're running cockpit view. Not sure if your drivers do or not.
I think both of them do.
Let's run through. Gap now at the top, 3 seconds. Just about 3 seconds. Eke is going to...
I'm just driving through all the drivers.
Eke has been on a stormer this evening. So Eke is going to cross the line to begin the final lap of this race, as well as McCall crosses the line. Lewis just about ready to come around the last 2 corners to start his final lap of this race and to possibly pick up a P3. Looks like Pepsi's a little bit further behind. Stig gets another 3-second time penalty.
I have to check. How many is that?
Stig, you and I are going to have a little conversation afterwards about your time penalties.
1, 2.
It's got to be 15 at least.
21.
Oh.
It's going to be a big talk.
So Eke, we're going to follow
Eke
with
driving
him.
through the second sector.
Yep, I just jumped on with Eke to follow him through the last remaining bit of this race.
Keep the car safe.
I wonder if McCall and Lewis are going to jump in for party, unless they're going to go head off the bed.
I'll send them invites.
Yeah, we were able to go right on time this evening without a lobby restart, so that might help, but we'll see. It is a Sunday evening for these guys, and they are ahead of you guys on time. I'm way behind you guys, so I'm good. But here comes Eke to cross the line and pick up the win right before the holiday break at the Australian Grand Prix, followed by IS
McCall second.
Solid race for McCall.
Lewis
is going to pick up a good solid P3 to head into the holiday break. Oh no. Stig gets unserved penalty for his troubles. Crosses the line, P9.
Stig, I think it's a race to forget.
Crosses the line. Lewis, good shout out to TR Pepsi, who's going to cross line in his first race in P4, followed by Clement. Will it stick on time penalties? Yes, it does. So yeah. Pepsi gets 4th, Clement gets 5th. Here comes Sphere Cookie. I'm going to have to give a shout out to the Renault team. Definitely a team to watch this weekend. Gets a solid race this evening. Sphere Cookie's out of fuel. Oh no, is he going to cross? Here comes. Oh, Robbie's going to get him. Oh, you're Robbie. Actually had a time penalty.
He did cross the line. He did cross the line ahead of Cookie.
That was close. So here comes Neglect. Solid race from Neglect to pick up points for the Williams this evening, stepping in. So here he comes, and he's going to cross the line, P8 for the remainder of this race. And that will do it for your Australian Grand Prix. That was actually, besides all the crashes, a really exciting race to watch. These guys never disappoint.
It was an interesting race.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some team chats between you and Haas and myself, and what happened with Attic I don't think was his fault. He's going to be fine. But Stig, you and I are going to have a little chat about time penalties. Just a bit. There you go. Eke grabs the win this evening, followed by McCall and Lewis up on that podium. Eke brings the gap of the championship point down to Lewis heading into the holiday break. Going to give this rundown. How many people am I going to have to say have DNF'd from this race? But Eke grabs the win. P1, McCall is in 2nd, Lewis 3rd. Pepsi, solid debut race in P4. IS Clement, solid comeback race that is in P5. Sphere Cookie, P6. Robbie, 7th. Neglects 8th. Anton, ghosting car, so he did not finish. Stig is in P10. Max, ghosting car, did not finish. Third dinner, unfortunately crashed out. As well as Sean, Dykero, Attic, Goat, Hoonigan, and Harrison we've lost in this race because of those killer curves. Oh, my voice is becoming shot.
Well, I'm guessing the others aren't joining.
So
Eke,
we'll get this.
Take it away, man.
Yeah, fired right away. Eke, you had a solid race. Good battle between
that
you and
Ace on the call.
The last 8 laps or so. That was
dominating, you know. And you made the move stick, and it was like you were toying around with him, and then lost a couple of laps. He just really turned it another gear and built a gap. Because I noticed that you had 6 seconds penalties compared to 3, and just crossed the line. I think with 2 attempts.
Yeah, it was just over 2 attempts. Yeah.
I mean, it made all the difference. It made all the difference.
Yeah, the mediums at the end must have been like horrible for them because they pitted 2 laps earlier than me, so I was just starting to feel at the last lap how they were falling off. Just held.
No, it's a solid race, Eke. Heading into the holiday break, that's, quite the way to, put a stamp on the first part of this season. So I'm just going to throw my congratulations. It was definitely a dominating race. I will ask, I was interested in seeing, under the safety car, we had Anton that was behind you. Was it a bit of him just overwarming his tires that he kind of slammed it into the wall?
I don't know, I just saw his car go in the wall, then his AI car was back at P4. I just took a clip from it so I can see like what happened. I don't really know. It's just lag, I think.
That would be something we look into. But no, congratulations, Eke. I know they're not here, but congratulations, McCall and Lewis. I hope you guys' luck carries into after the holiday break. We'll be back at the Canadian Grand Prix. Carlos, throw you a nice little shout out. Thank you for allowing me some time to reset my box and get the party chat fixed. Thank you for giving me a hand with the commentating this evening.
Happy.
So, yeah, very interesting GP1 race, but we will catch you guys in 2 weeks' time at the Canadian Grand Prix. Again, congratulations, Eke. Heading into our holiday break. Thank you guys so much in the comments for the views, for guys tuning in, watching the race. We will see you then. Until then, we are going to say thank you and see you. Happy holidays. We will see you in 2 weeks. Good night.